Thank you, Mr. T. Thank you to the quarterback club. Just want to say congratulations to all the coaches in select and non-select who played their games and won state championships in Rummel. I know Coach Monica is really excited over that. But I think this is a time to reflect too, as you know, we finishing through the season, and you know, Christmas time is coming. I think it's a good time to reflect on the people who's most important, and that's the families who get neglected during football time. I think, you know, for me, my family probably gets 1 day a week, you know, and that's a couple hours because we're going back in the film, we're going back in the study, and they're the first ones in the stadium. And, you know, sometimes you have to sit back and be thankful and be grateful that those people are still here to be able to support you. I know Coach Valdez and his wife, Coach Robin, his wife, Coach Jerry and his wife. You know, the time that you spend away from your family to be with your other family is very important, you know, the support in it. And I think this is also another time to reflect on, you know, we get the chance to stand before you and talk about, you know, how great our team is and, you know, making it to the state championship, which is a great accomplishment. But I think it's also a time to appreciate the staffs in which we have as well. You know, me being in my 14th year at Karr, 5th as the head coach, the core guys that I have around me have been coaching with me for 12 years. So that's a big part of it. And like Mr. Bodine said, staff continuity and staff cohesiveness is very important when you're talking about winning, when you're talking about reaching a student athlete before you teach them. You know, and that's a big part of it because you have to have pillars of your program. You have to have discipline, you have to have dedication, you have to have determination. And I think, you know, for me, you might say, well, Brice, it's easy for you to say you've been in the state championship so many times, but the message doesn't change. It doesn't change regardless if we win or lose. You know, it's something to go to the state championship, but I've been on the other side of it as well, where you lose, and that's where the character and integrity in which you're teaching your young men, that's what they take with them once the air is out of the football. Knowing how to lose, knowing how to win, and still not getting complacent, not getting satisfied with just that result. You know, sometimes you have to see things not just only what's in front of you, but 10 years from now, 20 years from now, and that's what we're trying to mold here at Karr. And that's what we've been doing for 50 years, 60 years. You know, Coach Jerry, he's a pillar guy. You know, his name is still in our hall. You know, and those guys he coached with, the Munchalogo, Noel Ellis, Devon Allen, those guys, they coached and played for me. So we're well aware that they're gonna play with those same pillars, which is discipline and dedication and determination. Because that's what we're doing here. It's not just about hoisting the trophy, it's about building young men to be great fathers, building young men to be great husbands, and sometimes they're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna see a lot of mistakes made on Friday and Saturday. But I think it's the team that shows that true character when their back is against the wall, who ultimately becomes the champion in which we're talking about today. You know, the champions of, you know, when we're dealing with kids who most of the time doesn't have food at home, sometimes doesn't have a pillow to lay their head on at night. Sometimes football is a way to escape. Sometimes football is a way out. So the one thing we could provide them is a chance to have fun in that game. And that's playing in the Mercedes-Benz Superdome, like Mr. Bodine has alluded to. Some kids don't have an opportunity to go to a Saints game. You know, some kids don't have an opportunity to go to the New Orleans Bowl. Some opportunities for these kids the last 3 years, that was a lot of my kids, that was their first time ever stepping into the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. So we are very appreciative of that, to make it to afford kids the opportunity to keep stepping into Gate G, where you enter the dome for state championship game and have that opportunity to sink in not only what you have, but what you don't have. And use football as a chance to escape, even if it's just for 3 hours, to escape from any kind of problem that you're going through, any kind of circumstances that you have. You can use that opportunity in that venue as a chance to escape. And, you know, I didn't really want to come up here and talk about the game. You know, I have great players with me. I have one with me today, Dustin Page, on the wide receiver that played for me. I really wanted him to see, you know, how it's much bigger than football. You know, it's not about just how many passes he catch, how many touchdowns he receives. It's about what is he taking from the lessons of football? What is he taking from the moment of being a champion? And that is going to be worth more than a ring on our finger, because what we will instill in our kids is substance and value. And that's one thing we're going to have. We're going to have integrity. We're going to play hard. We're going to play smart. And we're going to play together. Any questions?
Out of your 3 championships, you've had 3 different quarterbacks, is that right? And,
yes, sir.
And this is going to be a 4th quarterback?
No, this is the same one from last year.
Okay, same one from last year, okay. Because I thought you were going to be the new Joe Gibbs of the LHSAA.
No.
He's winning championships with 3 different quarterbacks. But yeah, congratulations on your success.
Appreciate it. Thank you.